having fun and enjoying each other's company.
Can I please have some water?
Just wait. You can't drink that for right now? Oh, you can't come in here for right now. Okay, you're gonna have to wait. Give us a couple minutes.
You chose your side long ago after we all told, asked, mentioned, whatever, for you to stop commenting and communicating with Tanika. Hey, welcome back. Welcome. While Sarah Boone refuses to accept her guilt, we're going to dip into this interesting email from Sarah to Lana. And it explains why their friendship ended, and it happens to involve a fellow YouTuber. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. You chose your side long ago after we all, capitals, told, asked, mentioned, whatever, for you to stop commenting and communicating with Tanika. Remember that. Now, stay on your side and we'll stay on ours. Away from grimy, 1 grain of sand on a beach, lowlife, weird, infatuated nobody Tanika. Go tell her good job again. Tisk tisk. And for the record, if I were all about your money, shaking my head, I'd still be talking to you. The deep pockets, quote unquote, comment hurt. Feel good about that. Please stop lying, being paranoid and brainwashed. Your loyalty went to Tanika. It's sad beyond words. You care what she and all her quote unquote vampires think of you. Welcome to my world of all the ignorance, hate, greed, and hurt. There's too many of them to fend off. And you're now one of the match throwers on my pile of wood created by social media. Enabler. Sidebar. Okay, how do you guys feel about this so far? Is there a pattern here? Brian, after all that he did and invested in her, she discarded him. Jorge, she discarded him after all that he endured. Now we see 8 attorneys. She discarded them after all of the work that they did. And now we see in real time her discarding an alleged best friend who invested her life, the final days of her life to her. And she's just discarding her, allegedly.
I just didn't know what to do. It was just a quick knee-jerk reaction. Ryan was kind of my go-to person because of my family being deceased, and I don't have anyone else that I can call. And I just wanted to ensure that he would not bring my son over in the process of all of this at some point.
Enabler. I don't care anymore. What can man do to me? My sights are set above, not here on earth. So much I can say, but choose not to. For what? I owe no justification to anyone. I just don't understand how, the day before you made comments about me in my case and lied to bloodthirsty Tanika, then wrote me with pom-poms cheering me on with Brian. Help me understand. Double question mark.
Call 911.
What did you do?
I called 911.
What the F is that? Question mark. Or did you not know I knew that? Question. And I can't believe you betrayed me with saying now I'm quote unquote guilty from believing them. Wow, you're weak and wrong, but at least you probably got a like or two from it. All worth it? Double question. Lana Joe Albert, you know me. You, not them. sacred and special. Sacred and special? Okay, Sarah. Okay, so Sarah, from her point of view, she's like, how could you be my partner in crime, help me harass and stalk these people, allegedly, help me do all of this conniving stuff, and now you suddenly just have a change of heart. So Sarah feels betrayed by the whole We saw from her golden apology how she feels about YouTubers with blood all over their keyboards because, in my opinion, she couldn't get a handful of YouTubers to rally behind her and assist her in her highly mishandled case. So she has a vendetta for YouTubers. And to know that her best friend or partner in crime, per se, has befriended a YouTuber, she feels betrayed.
In the case of my friend Sarah, the words narcissist, Karen, villain, many other things, they roll off the tongue with little regard to the humanity that is dismissed so flippantly. And under a lot of circumstances, I was one of those people, as I have a love of true crime. And becoming friends with Sarah has shown me that there's a lot more depth to the people I see on the screen.
No.
And at this point, Lana's like starstruck. She's like not willing to let go of the relationship that she has fostered. It's like more of a real life relationship. From what I understand, she met with Tanika a few days before she passed away. So all of the fantasizing that her and Sarah did about sitting on the couch one day, she knew that wasn't going to be true. So Sarah told her to pick a side, and she did.
Did you love George?
To this day.
Why did you love him?
George was very passionate. George was a very real person. George was nice to me on the good days. George complimented me. George and I were two bodies with one soul, he and I would always say. I don't believe that I've ever had a connection with anyone like I have with George.
Did you have that connection with your ex-husband?
I did not.
Was it even close?
No.
You know, not intentionally. Sarah just told the whole world that she basically never loved her former husband and expects him to still provide for her monetarily. She still wants his money.
I'm just tired of it happening. I mean, it was midnight. I mean, child's trying to sleep and just...
Right.
Lana to Sarah. Hey, I know there's a lot of work to be done, and I apologize for asking this now. This is one of those questions I was originally going to wait until you were free and we were on the couch with the ice cream, but actually, I think I'm going to ask now because you may feel differently about the subject after you are free. You certainly can decide not to answer, and I won't feel bad or get upset. I definitely don't want to cause you any pain, and I sincerely apologize if my question does. I don't mean it or anything, and I do not and never will judge you. Plus, I don't want to ask you as part of a documentary. It's between you and me as friends. Just some context. I have never smoked. I tried when I was 16 and got really sick. So, never got into it. And I'm the only one in my family growing up who never picked it up. Parents and brothers did, and a few still do. I can't drink anymore because of my kidney disease. I have to watch fluid intake, and as my liver also is polycystic, drinking taxes it, and I want to live. Aww. But there was a period of time 11 years ago after my father died that I lost control of my drinking for a year or so and had lots of blackouts and health issues. I ended up in the hospital with ICU with severe pancreatitis for a few weeks before I finally took control. Before that period of time, it was just infrequent social drinking or a nice glass of wine on a date. After my hospital stay, it was back to infrequent social drinking until my kidneys failed and I had to stop. Needless to say, after I got home from the hospital, I really suffered physically and psychologically as my body had to reorient to not binging constantly. However, I was really lucky that I was home. My question to you is, how do you cope going suddenly from home to a jail? Did they help you medically? I don't know how much you drank day to day, but did they also help you with smoking withdrawal too? I thought more about this question after getting off of the phone with you after telling me your experience. We got documented and recorded and officially filed as a report by me. I wondered if they even had some compassion on you dealing with stopping stuff cold turkey. I don't know if you realize how much you truly have overcome in your life over this fact alone. So that was my question. How did you cope and get through? And a question you might not have decided yet when you get out of there. Do you intend to pick up these things again? Yes or no? I wouldn't love you any differently. I respect who you are. I also ask because as a true crime lover, I have watched other former inmate stories about using drugs and then suddenly going to jail where they were cut off. I used to watch Intervention where many of them face the same thing. To be honest, sometimes when I crash on the dialysis machine and every bone and muscle in my body cramps up and racks in terrible pain, I have thought at least nothing compared to what they force you to go through. Oh, Lana. Anyways, thanks. If you'd rather not talk about it, I respect your wishes too. You're strong. I wanted to know how you faced it. Thanks. You know, once you get out of there and open your own social media channel, you'll be helping hundreds of thousands of people facing that Mount Everest, incarcerated or not. That's some serious revenue. Not to mention, you'll be making a major difference and not just in me. Hi, friend. Happy Sunday, heart. Hope you're feeling beautiful. Thank you for this information. So, it looks like they finally got my address correct. Thank goodness. And Hobson trying to get paid for what? He did bow out and ungracefully nonetheless. He did nothing but lie at the pulpit that I asked for too many resources and whatever his unethical problem was, which in my opinion was ethically, he knew he couldn't string me along any further, especially after I asked repeatedly for my discovery. He did not want to end up being another letter which I already had written to submit in court during his withdrawal after he told me he'd see me in next Friday for another meeting. Then I get his withdrawal in the mail. But bitch-ass Cashman refused to represent me in the basement of the courthouse, yelling at me, and I had no say in anything, and she's running the show if I submitted. He made it out unscathed. Other than what I was able to say in court, this is a joke. Robbery of the JAC and from me. So who else is trying in to cash in? For what? No one did anything but consume time, lie, and now cheat for money. In all seriousness, is this something I can petition that the $15,000 for my case from nothing they did and I can use now my investigator who does actually work hard? Again, who else filed for payment? What do you think? Sarah wants in on that money, just like with Brian when she said, I don't want the back pay for alimony or child support. I just want to have control over how it's spent. The JAC is giving her a budget, but she wants to control who, what, when, where, and how it's distributed.
So, George stabbed me in my leg.
From Sarah to the Julian Delphine Creative. Hello again. Thank you for this information and your timely response. Forgive me in advance for possibly coming across with you in my foregoing message, and I have to disagree with you in every fiber of my being that, quote unquote, you completely understand where I'm coming from. You do not, nor ever will. Never. I am grateful for your attempt, but you do not and will not, nor no one will or does. Again, thank you. Thank you for trying and being there with what you can and will. Family law. In my attempts to take advantage of some of the opportunities of help and remedy you have offered, I do not have time to relay quote unquote specific questions back and forth and compile answers and wait, then not know what or how to even apply whatever it is you may send. I am overloaded with everything already and cannot mentally handle much more. I cannot. What I need is an attorney. I need to get my son back and get my awful former husband to do what he's supposed to be doing lawfully. And while all of the contracts and agreements between us are still active, he has made and continues to make his own rules and laughs at me and degrades, shames, and crushes, all in front of my son. I do not call anymore, almost 3 months, because of the lies and pain they both inflict on me every moment. The things I could tell you, I cannot and will not send any of my original documents, as I had to almost wait a year for and collect money from different people to purchase from me from my own clerk's website and going to the courthouse to physically pick up for me. I cannot lose these. What also makes this impossible is that the court documents cannot be viewed online from the judge making non-public except for the people prying and exploiting and paying money to receive from the court. I cannot view myself even if I did have the internet. I need an attorney for my family law case. I do not need any more answers to just sit and consume my time while I figure out how to use. I need an attorney who can file and go to court with me and represent like the precious attorney former husband has to help him violate my rights, take away my son, lie incessantly, spit in my face, step on my neck, and rake me through the mud. Take everything I have left. I need a physical attorney for my family law case. My marriage agreements expire April 2025. Criminal case. I know all of my rights, and I have already have the majority of my case laws you sent me. I can't do anything with them due to the massive ongoing violations of, and because I do not have an attorney other than myself and God. I don't know what or how to fight any harder than what I already am, and with nothing, phone, internet, understanding, privacy, anything. I attempted to get the pens and paper the jail promised on record in the court at my last hearing and ended up being pulled to a private closed room with no other witnesses to be threatened and refused and told to stop asking. I can't even get pens and paper. I have an abundance of ammunition in both cases. but have no canon to put in. With the top tier law school and team sounds priceless, but what am I going to do with any of it? Back and forth answers and questions? I don't have time, sir, as the judge has ordered the trial of my life to take place in less than 6 weeks after almost 5 years waiting from all the former ineffective court-appointed quote-unquote attorneys who got me in this situation in the first place. Sidebar, because her filming and torturing George absolutely has nothing to do with why she's behind bars. Again, this is just a glimpse into how Sarah treats people that try to help her. I never fired any of them. They all consumed my time, took from me years of my life, and promised me my son, home, happiness, just to lie and abandon the story of my life. The judge's disgusting misunderstanding and retaliations are unfair and wrong on so many levels, especially with the extreme down to the wire timeframes and final completion date of October 7th, 2024. My birthday is October 10th. I'll be in trial. Also stated in his order of forcing me to be pro se, I can't ask for a continuance even if I retain counsel. Page 15. This case shall remain specifically set for trial for the 2-week, now 3-week, trial period beginning Monday, October 7th, 2024, and will not be continued for any reason except by extraordinarily good cause, and such extraordinarily good cause shall not include retention of counsel by the defendant. I'm not yelling. I'm emphasizing my needs. You repeatedly ask if I have any. I need my son foremost. I need a family attorney to be in court with me to inflict fear of myself and the Delphines. I need representation mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I need my son. Sacrificing can be concluded with an attorney in and for my family law case. This is what I need. There is so much more, but my priorities are listed, and the aforementioned are first. Most important to me right now, it's a joke to me when anyone asks what I need. As said, no one ever will understand even an inkling of anything I am experiencing. My heart and soul are muted and crushed. I'm done with the headache, and it seems never ending. Seems. Remember, please, I do not own a white flag, and nothing is impossible to those who believe. Help is needed. Desperate but patient. I am grateful. You will never know how much just for caring and making an attempt and believing in me. I won't let you down. Forgive me if I came across cross. Not my intention, as in everything. I am very emphatic and overdue for real help and relief. I am grateful immeasurably. Thank you wholeheartedly. Applicable scripture. Sidebar, and if you're not aware, these are the documentary people. They want to do a documentary with Sarah, and she's responding to the specific part here where they say, last but not least, as stated above, we will send the documentary film agreement as soon as ready. Perhaps we can schedule a call after you receive the agreement to answer any questions you have. We would like to hear your thoughts on having Lana's involvement in the film project. We believe Lana would be a great asset to the team. Apologies if we are bombarding you with information. And again, thanks for your thoughtful email. Please know that we completely understand where you are coming from. That really ticked her off. We completely understand where you are coming from. Stay courageous, Sarah. Peter and Julian, pro se rights. A pro se defendant, meaning someone who represents themselves in court without an attorney, has the same constitutional rights as any other defendant in a criminal trial. So if you want to get the full unedited version, head over to Tanika's channel. But I just wanted to show how Sarah reacts and treats people that are trying to help her. Here, this guy, they're trying to help her with a documentary, and I'm pretty sure she was a little jealous that they were interested in Lana also. She wants to be the main character, the star of the show. She probably didn't even want George to be involved in it. She just wants it to be all about her. Oh, Sarah.
I never stopped. I'm here now because I'm still trying to help him. Yeah.
I'm going to go to court and I'm going to tell the judge, listen, my fiance has nothing to do with it. It's all my fault.
It's a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and...
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like,
I don't think you all understand who I am. Where,
okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't lock somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't, like, completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay. No, it was just the way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
Well, we just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.